Okay, let's just do a little bit of research. So this is the rapid leaderboard. There's a FIDE master in the number one spot, which I don't even know how they did that. 2966? What? Okay. Anyway, GM, there's Magnus. Magnus is 32912. Okay, we've got a lot of GMs. Let's keep scrolling. Let's go down. Let's go down. GM. There's Fabiano. GMs. Okay. There's Hans. Oh, there's Chesbra. Okay, let's go to the next page. 2600s. Lots of good GMs. Yes. Still quite a few GMs. We're starting to see some other like IMs, FMs, NMs in there, but still a lot of GMs. Let's go to the next page. I'm doing this for a reason. Hold on. Let's see. GM. Yeah. Okay. 26. This is where we start to see less GMs, right? 26, the low 2600s. There's still a few. Basically, what this tells me is if I can get my rapid rating on chess.com to like, let's just say 2650, we should be solidly in the GM level area, 2650 roughly, okay, based on what I'm seeing here. Now, of course, these players probably don't play a lot of rapid games, so maybe they would be higher if they did. But 2650, that's a good goal for us. All right? We're 2439. We have a ways to go. Let's play some training games. How are you guys doing? It's been a while. I had a funeral. We had to travel. We were out of town. I got sick. So if I sound a bit strange, I apologize. Hopefully my voice holds up. But yeah, we're gonna do some practice here. Am I watching the World Cup? No, not really. I mean, I watched like just a little bit of the US game, just enough to see that they scored some goals, but I didn't really watch it. I wish I had time to though. I've reached 2,500 before. Yes. If we can get back up there and then just add another 150 points, we'll basically be there. Assuming we can actually get some games. Like, I didn't really want to go back to 10-minute games, but it's been a bit of a problem finding games. Let me just see if I do a 10-minute game, does it like pair me faster? Let's just see what happens. Oof, okay. This is 10 minutes, which is not what I was wanting to do, but okay. Oh, March 19th. Let's just do the check. Okay, I see some losses. Let's play. E4. Let's go with the let's do another modern here. Let's fianchetto the bishop here. And against this one, what should I do? Let's go C6 and D5. We're just gonna strike at the center here. There's no increment in this game. I wanted to see if I could get a pairing. That's the problem I've been having with the 15-10s. It's like I can't get a match. They go with C4. So if I do it now, what happens? Is that a reasonable thing? I don't know. Let's go D6. Now it's sort of like a King's Indian, I guess. Except I've played C6, which I think that's an okay move in the King's Indian. Okay, bishop E2. Let's castle. They castle. All right, so what do we want to do in the King's Indian? I mean, I think normally you want to play E5 or C5. I've already played this, though, so I guess E5 makes some sense. Let's put the knight here and try to play E5. I don't exactly know what I'm doing with these pawns here, but let's see. Basically, the King's Indian, you sit back and you let white get a big center, and then you attack it when you're ready. That's the strategy. Why do I prefer 15 minutes over 10 minutes? It's not about that I prefer it for online streaming. It's just it's better practice for OTB tournaments. So when you play in OTB games, they're much longer, usually like 90 minutes for the whole game, and you get 30-second increment every move. So it's good habit to have increment and not just get used to like trying to flag people, basically. Can I just play E5? If they take me, I just take back. Is that a good move? I don't know. It might be. Okay. So what's the deal? Let's go ahead. We'll take it. We'll try to attack something here. But yeah, the problem with the 1510 is like almost nobody plays it, especially when you get to the higher ratings. So it's really hard to get games. Okay, let's go rookie 8, I guess. Yeah, I'm a bit out of my comfort zone here. I don't exactly know what I'm doing. I was kind of mixing and matching different openings, King's Indian and Modern. So we get this weird position. All right, we got 2 attackers. He's got 2 defenders. We can add another one, which I think I'm going to do. So we have 3 attackers and only 2 defenders. Okay, they created some weaknesses here. You see those dark squares? That's interesting. You could try to take advantage of that. This bishop's undefended as well. So d5 could be a move. Hey, thank you. Arts and Sportsify. Would I consider streaming Title Tuesday so I can stay up to date with the lines the strong guys are playing? You know, that's a good idea, actually. I've thought about it. That is something I will definitely have to consider. Yeah, that's a good question. Maybe I will start jumping back into Title Tuesday. That's a very good question. Okay, I mean, d5, I don't know. Something just feels wrong about it. Then my knight's undefended. I kind of like this, just going for this. Can I do that? Basically, every time somebody moves a pawn, it leaves behind a weakness. So we're going to see if we can take advantage of it somehow. We have all these pieces, though. The rook is lined up. Okay, so he sort of stops that. Uh-huh. d5, but then what happens to my knight? The only thing I'm not sure about. I could move the knight. I could just move the knight. I could defend. No, I can't defend. Let's move the knight. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's just do this. Yeah, the only thing about Title Tuesday, now that I think about it, is it's 5 minutes, so it's not exactly the greatest for rapid chess training because it's much faster. Okay, so how do we do this? Can I sacrifice a pawn? Can I sacrifice a pawn here? He plays bishop f1. Interesting move. It's very interesting. Oh, he wants to go knight e2 maybe? Okay. If I go here, f4, we just take it. That was a very annoying move for white, isn't it? f4. Yeah, we just take, right? Take. Okay. Basically, I want to go here and checkmate. It's a very simple plan. I'm not exactly sure how white's going to stop me. If they play knight e2, then they want to play f4. Okay. So knight g3, f4 takes. That's something. We can play g5 to stop it. We can jump here. Yeah, f4 is the problem. So yeah, maybe g5 makes sense. Let's see, g3 is not an option. We've got total control over these dark squares. As far as I can tell, we're doing okay. Rob hit 2,000 on Friday. Way to go, man. That's awesome. That's great. I remember when you were like 1600 a couple years ago. Good stuff. All right. Bishop d4. What's going on here? He wants to take my bishop. Okay. Wants to take my bishop. I don't really know how to increase the pressure anymore here is the thing. I don't know. I guess we just have to let him trade it. I'm not sure what else to play. I don't want to get flagged. We don't have the increment, so gotta pick up the pace a little bit here. Okay, so the threat is to take my bishop. Of course, we could defend with f6. Let's go ahead and defend it. I do have to make sure my queen doesn't get trapped, but I don't see how that's going to happen because he can never really play g3. At least not right now. My knight here. It was a very strange position. White is jammed up. They don't have a lot of maneuvering room, but I don't see the breakthrough. That's the problem. I mean, okay, I could sack this, which I didn't really consider, but this knight is just holding everything together on these dark squares. I don't know how to get rid of it. Knight here, trade it off. Maybe that's the smart thing. Or knight here, same idea, trade it off. Okay, but we're catching up on time. How much did the chessboard cost? The board was like $150. The pieces are more expensive. The pieces are like $600 or $700. G4. What? What a shocking move. Which way do I go? Which way do I go? I don't know. Go here. Wonder if we can h5 trade, bring a rook over. Do we have time for that? It's such a long plan. I don't know if we have time for that. If they take, I guess we take back. I do have to be careful though, actually. Okay, but should not be a big deal. Could probably take either way. This way we have this. This way, this is a weakness. I don't like that, but then I do like that we can attack here. So it's a trade-off. What is going on? F4? What is F4? Takes? He wants to take this? I mean, okay, first of all, I think I just can take a pawn, right? Do I have something better? That's defended. Oh, I'm thinking we just take this. Just take the pawn. Of course, if they take here, we just take back, and then everything is defended nicely. And we still have h5. We can chip away at this king somehow. Or even here, trading the queens maybe, if we want. Let's see, maybe rook up and over. So many options in so little time. What's up, Ryan? Good to see you, man. Rook F1. Okay. Is he going to sack this? I mean, you can do that if you want. That is a thing. Let's go ahead with the check. I don't think he's going to take it, actually. Taking is a blunder, so he's going to go king here. Oh, or rook g2, actually. Rook g2 is a move. So if I take and take, I don't know if I actually like that. Do I want to trade queens is the question. No, I don't think so. I think I should just go for a different plan. I think I should just go for a different plan. I think I should do a rook lift here. And then try to play h5, maybe. Oh, okay. What if I actually play c5? What if I play c5? Force the issue. And then we have a nice d file to work with. Aha. That's interesting. Because the bishop has to take me because of the pin. Actually, I say that. I guess bishop f2 technically is a move. I just don't know if it's a good move. Okay, but we're catching up on time, so this is great. This is great. No, I don't want to ask Gemini anything. My phone is okay. Okay, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Is he going to trade this? Is it going to play something else? I don't know what else white is going to do. My bishop is just like holding everything together here in the center. And these pawns. He plays c5 first. Very interesting idea. Makes sense. If I take, this is going to be a weakness. If I take here... So what do we do about that? What do we do about that? H4, G5, F5. I think we're okay. We just don't want to let this file get open. We just can't let the file get open, so we have to play F5. Yeah, but I think we're fine there. He's going to go G5. Nope, doesn't go G5. Yeah, let's. I think it's time to start trading some stuff here. I think it's time. All right, so we've got the protected pass pawn here. We're going to lose this one on C5. Let me come here because 3-6. Yeah, we're up a pawn. And this. Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot about that move, actually. Oh, we were up a pawn. No, we're not up a pawn. Forgot he could just take that. I wanted to go queen b6. Okay, time to change the plan. What is the plan? I still like my position in an endgame, so I'll offer the queen trade. I like this pawn. This pawn is very strong. White doesn't have any pass pawns, so... Okay, we'll set a little trap. We'll set a little trap. Okay, he doesn't fall for it. It's gonna be a time scramble, huh? Let's try to target this pawn. Let's take the pawn. Now we have... Ooh. I didn't see that. I did not see that one. I think this is still a win if he trades. Yeah, so he can't trade. Let's defend this. Try not to get flagged too, is the other thing. Okay, don't get checkmated. Don't get checkmated. Oh, okay. Whew, okay. Well, that was interesting. Let's check the game review. I think I messed up the end game, but of course, we only had a few seconds, so. Okay, so White was never really winning. I was winning and I threw it away a couple times. Let's see what was going on. Apparently, these are all book moves. This is fine. This is fine. Knight c5 is okay. Stockfish wanted to move f5. So what's the point if they take? The bishop, of course, so you can't take. So we're just going to throw the pawn down here. Yes, that actually looks very nice. For some reason, I didn't even consider f5, which is it's one of the most common moves. I don't know why I didn't consider it. I was stuck on d5. It's really interesting. Okay, f5 would have been a great move. But then I felt like we kind of took over the game here. I think they messed up. Yeah, that was just a blunder. Oh, 94? Oh. How did I miss? This is just a basic fork, guys. Look at that. Just a basic fork. Yikes. Okay. Wow. I mean, I still got into a nice position, but obviously not as good as this. Just wasn't on my radar at all. That's funny because in Chess Vibes Academy, we just had a tactics boot camp and we have a live stream tomorrow. And I'm like missing like this basic fork here. Wow. Okay. Anyway, let me see the end game. I want to see the end game here. So, okay. Yeah, it's slightly better for me, but it's not that easy. And then here we win the pawn. But yeah, G6 was a great move. So the reason I can't take this is because then he plays H7 and I have no way to stop this. My rook is not in a position to stop the queen. My king is too far. And there's nothing I can do. I just lose. So the only options are actually, yeah, rook d4 was the only move I could have played. It's the only move. Because you have to be able to either come down here and stop this. Or I guess the king. You could use the king. Or if they take, you can use the rook like in the game. So that's the only move. And then he messes up. He just lets me get the pawn for free. Now it's just a win. But it's not that simple. And I messed it up. I had to go rook h4. For some reason. He could have just taken the pawns. I don't know. I guess this is a draw. 2 against 1 because the king's going to be able to get in front of him. Okay. Interesting game. Interesting game. The important thing is we got the points, we got the W, and we learned something. All right, we have a new opponent. Here we go. We'll play the London again. I've been really enjoying that, so let's just keep going with that till I get tired of it, I guess. Okay, we play E4 against this. The best move is knight takes, yes. And then we take here. They could trade queens if they want, okay. And I believe we're supposed to do this proactive move. We drop back because they're going to play E5 anyway. And I'm pretty sure we go F3, even though it costs us a pawn here. Well, it's a trade. It doesn't cost us a pawn, but we got to get the pieces active. Now I'm not sure what we do. I could play bishop E2 or bishop B5. Bishop B5, this is a little bit awkward. Bishop E2 defends that. Bishop C4 threatens a potential trap after recastle. Let's see. He wants to play rook here, castle. Yeah, I think bishop E2 is good. Let's go bishop E2. I was really tempted to play bishop B5, but I feel like this is maybe better. I don't know. Do I want to play C3 to stop the knight? Or do I want to do something else? H3 to force an issue with the bishop. I think I do. I think this is going to be valuable to potentially defend this. So let's go ahead and get that pawn up there. Then I'll probably castle next move. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, let's castle, I think. So we have an interesting situation. Black has 4 against 2. I have 4 against 2. And you can make an argument that black's pawns are a little bit better. Wait a second. Do I have a tactic? No, doesn't work. He just takes me. He just takes it. Let's see if we can grab the bishop pair here. Nope, doesn't want to give it to me. Okay. So if we play A3, there is a hole here that could be pretty annoying. B3, A4, then I push by, but then I lose a pawn. But then we could play B5 and take this pawn. So we actually get our pawn right back. And then these guys are kind of rolling. That's interesting. That's really interesting. If we play A3 and they play A4, bishop B5. Puts the pressure on. Do I have any other things to do? All right, I'm going to go b3. I think this line was okay. Because you want to try to push your pawns where you have the advantage. So for me, it's here. I have 4 against 2. So I want to look for ways to push that. Okay, he's solidifying that, which makes sense. I think I'm going to go knight d2 and reroute either the knight or the bishop here. Because he wants to do this. So we have to be able to meet that with something. I think it's going to either be knight c4 or bishop c4. Question is which one? Probably bishop c4. Because then if this trade happens, our knight is ready to jump in. Knight's really strong. If we do this, it could be good too. But I'm going to start with the bishop. I think both are reasonable though. Okay, and I guess I could consider the pawn sacrifice. Check. Nah, but why do we want to sacrifice the pawn? Let's not sacrifice the pawn. I don't want to give him a pass pawn for no reason. So we won't sack it. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it. Rapid rating climbed to 1458. Hey, almost 1500. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, of course we take back here. Yeah, interesting situation, right? If we could trade a pair of pawns, we would have 2 connected pawns ready to roll. Black's pawns are not that easy to push. I mean, yeah, you could push them, but my king is right here. It's going to be easy to stop them. Black's king has a bit farther to go to stop the pawns. So if we can figure out a way to trade the pawns in a good way, I think we'll be in good shape. The question is, can we do that? So the most obvious plan is going to be just pushing this pawn up the board, right? b4, b5. So what is black going to do to stop that is the question. I mean, they can invade with their rook, which would be, okay, maybe annoying, but I could probably just play rook f2 and make it leave. So they want to trade the knight. So let's just analyze the option. Takes b4, rook goes here. Let's say I go here. They take, I take, they take, I take. I have 2 pawns. I'm happy. b4 here. They just defend or move their bishop. I move my bishop. I mean, I think I'm pretty happy. If I don't take the knight and I play knight b6, okay, the rook's going to move somewhere. Where? Let's say here. Then I play b4. They move their knight. I don't see exactly how I'm getting through. I think we should take it. I think we should take it and go for this line. This looks good. This looks good. Because this rook d7 move, that's why this looks so good. The rook d7 move feels really powerful. So if we go into the rook ending, I'm basically saying my 2 pawns are more valuable than these 2 pawns for 2 reasons. Number one, my pawns would be already passed and ready to go. These are both not passed. Only one is passed. The other one still needs to be created, right, by pushing the other pawn. The other reason is my king is 1 step away from stopping both of these. Black's king 1, 2, 3, 4 steps away from stopping both of them. So I think that's a significant advantage for me from a strategic endgame perspective standpoint. Okay, and let me just make sure I don't have any tactics. I guess not. Okay, let's go ahead with it. All right. This is going to be an interesting endgame, I can tell you that. Because the double rooks create other dynamics that we have to be careful for too. For example, if I get my rooks here, black has to watch out. I also have to watch out if black gets their rooks. And of course, they have to stop my pawns. I have to stop their pawns. So this is yeah, a very interesting position. So I'm getting the file. I'm potentially going to go here to create this very powerful threat. How is black going to stop this? That's the question, right? I mean, they could put the rook here to defend, but then you're not stopping the pawns. Right now they have it there so that they stop my pawns from pushing. If I push this, they take it. If I push this, they take it, right? That's their idea. That's why the rook is here. This rook doesn't actually cut it. Rook f7 actually is a blunder. Check. And then we just go back. And they have to go there anyway, and they wasted a move. So it's not an easy problem for black to solve, which is why they're taking so much time. And I'm not exactly sure what they're going to do about it. They might have to go for this and then try to like push their pawn down. But are they going to have time is the question, right? Yeah, that's a bit of a strange move. I don't quite see how that's going to help them. So if they go here, it's checkmate. So we can do this. Check here. I mean, that doesn't really help us. We can check and force them into the corner. Huh. How do we do this, guys? If my pawn was up here, it would be checkmate. If my king was up there, it would be checkmate, but I can't get there. Check here. We can go, okay, we can do this and then here and take the pawn. Or I can swing this way. They have to go back so they don't get mated, and then I can use that opportunity to push my pawns. They are obviously setting up for this. So this is what black wants to do. They want to push this pawn. So let's say I do go here. They go there. B5, E4, B6, E3, B7, E2. Like, I don't know if I want to allow that. Right? That seems like we're giving black too much counterplay that we don't have to. Okay, let me go here first. He's going to move his king. Then I'm going to think some more. Okay, I have an idea. Let's let him push it just enough and then jump here. I think that's the smart way. Make him think we're going to let him get all the way here. But then we just zip over and take care of business. You know what I'm saying, guys? We just take care of business. So check here, check, takes. We forced the issue. He's basically stuck. If he tries to take me, I push. I'm going to win. Yeah, that's got to be it. See, what we've done is we pushed ours just enough so that they're super dangerous, and we stopped his in its tracks. And remember, the principle, 2 pawns on the 6th rank will always beat a rook. So I'm about to make that happen. And I think this is a classic example. We sack the rook, we play c6, and we win. Now, the only thing is his king close enough? So hold on. Takes, c6, king comes over, b7, rook has to go. No, we win. Yeah, this is a classic example, actually. There's probably multiple ways I could do it, but let's do it this way because this is the most interesting. So if you can get 2 pawns on the 6th rank, they will always beat a rook. This is the example. There's nothing that they can do to stop me because now I'm going to push this pawn. It's going to become a queen. Oh, well, they could do that, but I mean, that doesn't exactly help them. Okay, cool. So now it's just a question of winning this endgame, which should not be too difficult. If the pawns were all gone, it would be a different story, but the pawns on the board, this should be relatively straightforward. I think, anyway. Let's advance with our king. We'll try to infiltrate over here, I think. Come around behind. I could even let him fork me, actually. Yeah, that's a win. That's a winning endgame. So we can get away with that. Of course, he doesn't have the luxury. All right, let's go ahead and invade with the king. Because we have to target the weak spot, right? This is the weak spot, so we have to get our piece there. Okay. What's his plan here? What exactly is black up to? So if you check me, you're going to lose your pawn. If you don't check me, I'm threatening to just take your rook. If you move your rook, I'm going to take your pawn. Yeah, I think we just win. Okay, very interesting endgame. Very interesting endgame. Let's analyze. Okay, pretty good. Pretty good game. We were never in trouble. So he played this line where even though it looks like, okay, you know, you trade the queens, we have doubled pawns, we have a very active rook, very active bishop, and this mass of pawns over here, which ultimately, as we saw in the game, ended up winning us the game. Now, I knew that this was the move. Let's see, what does Stockfish say? So Stockfish would have played, wow, h3? No, now it's saying bishop c4. If black trades there, we're just winning, according to the engine. Wow. Yeah, I don't know why I was even worried about that. But it's interesting. Bishop c4 is significantly better than bishop b5. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. Bishop c4. Okay. Anyway. This was okay. Wow. Yeah, see, I thought this was so much better for me, but the engine is like, no, this is just a draw. This is supposed to be just a draw. Oh, but not if you take that. The only move, which is a ridiculous looking move, is rook f7. What's the point? If I take... No, no. What? Okay, pause the video, guys. Black to play. What's the move? Black to play. What's up, Steve? This is just one of those crazy stockfish things. Bishop takes c5. Are you kidding me? So you created the discovered attack. If I take the rook, I actually lose my bishop with check and I lose my rook. So that's not an option. If I take the bishop, I lose my rook. And even though I have 2 pawns here, this is a losing position for me because black also has the 2 pawns and the extra rook. So the only move for me is rook b8 check, then rook f8. And now when I trade, they save the bishop. And this is somehow a drawn endgame, although even this looks like I would much rather be white than black because I'm going to start pushing these pawns and these are easier to stop, I would think. But apparently it's a draw. Okay, wow. But that's what black needed to see. They needed to see to go here and then bishop takes c5, which, I mean, come on. Like, what? Maybe in a classical game you could come up with that, but not in this. No, that's ridiculous. So if they play the normal looking rook takes c3, then I'm just in a great position, which we saw. Okay, bring the rook. Yeah, that was a huge mistake. Stockfish would have played h5 and ran the king over here. Because at least now you're off the back rank. At least now you're off the back rank. Still a good position for me. But this is what Stockfish is going to do. Get the king up somewhere. And okay, the game goes on and I don't know, I guess still good for white, but it's not going to be quite as easy. Always rowdy. Hey, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Wow, what a fascinating. All right, let's go back to the game. So they played g5, not a good move. Allowed me to get the rooks on the 7th. We grabbed a pawn. We pushed. We pushed. Yeah, so this is something you can remember. When you have the rooks on the 7th like this, you can always force a trade by going here. It's not checkmate because your rook is under attack, but what it does do is force a trade, which is what I wanted in this case because I knew that my 2 pawns, I was thinking if they take, I just push, and I'm going to get a queen. And of course, black can never push their pawn, I just take it. This is what one of the principles in endgames is rooks go behind past pawns. This is why. You could just see how powerful that is, right? And then the other thing that we saw was, and actually it was better for me to just play b7, by the way. This was the more precise way to win the game. Just play b7. If they take me, I get the queen now, and I keep this pawn alive. But this is a totally winning thing. And if you know the endgame principles, it's easy to see that. Because, bam, you get the 2 pawns on the 6th rank. The rook can do nothing to stop them, right? Which we saw in the game. They tried. I just pushed. And the king is not close enough to assist. If the king was, in front, it'd be a different story. But the king is not close enough. And so the best thing they could do is this. Even if they would have tried to go behind this one, I just push. And however you look at it, I'm getting the queen, right? Very interesting. Very interesting. And the reason I'm playing 10 minutes, guys, is because I wasn't getting a match at the 15-minute mark. So, okay, we're going to play King's Indian here. Or at least try to. We're going to try to. It's castle. Okay, so this is the classic King's Indian setup. I'm fairly certain the move is e5, even though it looks like a pawn sacrifice. So what we're going to do is put our knight on this c5 square, I believe. I wonder if I should attack that bishop. Let me go here first, and then I'll think about it. Nope. Lost my opportunity. I think it's all right. We could go here and then play f5. Let's do that. Basically, This is pretty common in the King's Indian. You want to play the move f5 to try to launch an attack on the king side. Aha, but white has not castled. So this is interesting. And I'm not an expert on this. I'm not an expert on this. It feels like f5 is risky, but it also feels like if I don't play f5, then what am I going to play? So I think I should do it and just live with the consequences here. They're going to get the e4 square too, but okay. Yeah, let's do it. This will be a learning opportunity for me. I don't actually know if I'm making a huge mistake here or not. Okay. I think what I'm going to do now is go here. I'm going to take this pawn back with my bishop. And of course, it's a little bit dangerous, but I'm going to tuck my king in the corner is my idea. And I'm not sure where white's king is going to go. Yeah, so let's see. We could take right away, or we could... I think we need to get away from the pin, otherwise bishop h6 is coming. So let's get away from that. So we deal with this. Okay, that's a scary looking move. That's a scary looking move. Queen e8 or bishop f6 are the options. Bishop f... Let's see. Here, Oh, queen e8, there's bishop h5. Look at that. What a nasty move. So I have to go here then. Yeah, no, this is going to be hopefully a learning opportunity after the game, because I think I might have messed this up big time. It'll be interesting to see. I've been looking at the King's Indian to try to potentially break it out at an upcoming tournament. So this will be a good game to analyze afterwards. I think we'll learn a lot from it. Of course, I'm not giving up on it already, but I feel like maybe we've done something wrong. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so of course, I don't think I want to take. I think now we probably recapture this pawn that I was wanting to take back. I mean, at least our pieces are on relatively good squares. You could make an argument this knight is not doing much, but with the bishop on f5, that could change very quickly, right? So I don't know. We'll see. Of course, white could stop me, but that seems like a silly move to play this position. So they play f3. Wow. So they really are trying to get control of this square. Not a move I expected at all. Actually wondering if I can play h6. Idea is to get at the king. No, that's actually super dangerous. Bishop h3. Whoa, whoa, whoa. h6 takes. Do you still have this threat here? Wow. Okay. Also, knight b4. Oh, knight b4. Now this has to be an awful move. Okay, let's see. Knight b4. We've got multiple threats here. Look at this. Look at this. But I also want to play h6. Knight b4 has got to be the better move, right? First things first. How do you stop this? They want to plant a knight on e4. That must be why they played f3. So let's say knight b4, knight e4. Do I have a way to get through? That's their idea. That's exactly what they want to do. So h6 then should do the trick, taking advantage while we can. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We got to go for this. This is a nasty situation that white has put their king into. And they don't have time to play this now because we simply take a free piece. If they take me, and then again, they're losing this pawn. I'm feeling good about this all of a sudden. All of a sudden, I'm feeling much better about this. Let's see. You always have to ask yourself, what weaknesses did they create? Okay, that cannot be good for white. Okay, let's think about this, guys. Of course, we have knight d3. We have knight b4, but then they're going to block off my bishop, and I'm out of tricks. We could play e4 as a sacrifice so that we can open up the rook. That's a very typical King's Indian type of move. The only thing is, knight d3 might just be the better move. But I don't know. They're still going to get a knight on here. They're still going to get a knight here. If I take it, if they take with the pawn, the game is over. So they have to take with the knight. But then I take the pawn. Actually, that's probably a winning endgame for me. Okay. What other moves do they have? Knight e4, we take it. Checkmate. You got to take this way. We take it. Trade. Yeah. So if I'm comfortable with that endgame, I think I should do it. The other move would be e4, which might be the better move. I have a feeling. Okay, I'm gonna play knight d3, but I have a feeling, guys, that e4 is probably a stronger move. But let's go with this one because it seems very concrete, and it just takes me to a winning endgame. We're gonna play knight e4. I mean, what else can you play if you don't play knight e4? Otherwise, I'm coming in. I'm coming in here, maybe here. So I think they have to go for that endgame, but they're going to be down a pawn. It's a healthy pawn. Yep. It's a healthy pawn. I don't see how white's going to serve. Yeah, this is the endgame. That's what I was talking about. This is just a free pawn. Okay, let's go here. I mean, it's not over yet. I still have to be accurate, but should definitely be a win for me if I'm not mistaken. It doesn't do anything. All right, what if I attack the knight? What are they going to do? No, 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 no. So they either have to go here or here or here. All of which allow me a very nasty check. I don't think this works, right? No, there's no way. There's no way that works. Okay, so they go back. So here's my nasty check. If they come up, they have to watch out for my knight. So they go back. They're still going to have to watch out for my knight. Question is, which one is better? Huh. Okay, I mean, I guess this gives me more options. I want to probably go to d3, but maybe I'll want to do this instead. Okay. Okay, I can shut down any counterplay with rook f6, or I can go on the offensive with check, check. Let's be aggressive. Let's be aggressive. I got to be careful. I do have to be a little careful. There are some ways I could potentially mess this up, but okay, I guess now I'll go here. It's not a fork because I can take the rook. So that's fine. I do have to pick up the pace or I'm going to get flagged. We just got to liquidate these pieces. If we trade these pieces, we win. If we trade these pieces, we win. We're getting closer, guys. We're getting closer. As long as they don't trick me. As long as they don't trick me. For some reason, I thought that was a blunder, no? How does he save both of his pieces? How do you save both of your pieces? Check, take. I'm going to win a piece. Or you have to trade, but then you lose the end game. I think we got this game. What's the best way to win it? What's the best way to win it? Oops. For some reason, I thought I had a move there. But I don't have a move because I can't go there. All right. Don't panic, Nelson. It's still a win. Just relax. It's still a win. Can't take the pawn because the fork. I just have to make sure this guy doesn't become a queen. Okay, now I have to defend this. Still totally winning. As long as we don't do anything crazy. As long as we don't do anything crazy. No, I did not mean to. I thought he was going to check me. Oh my goodness. It might still be a win, but that was a really big mistake. It was a really big mistake. Is it even still a win? Man, I can't believe I just did that, guys. I cannot believe I just did that. Okay, I think it's still a win. Yes. Let's go. Let's go. All right. I just wanted to make it interesting. I just wanted to keep you guys on the edge of your seat. Okay. That's all. I didn't want people to leave too soon, you know. Whew. Wow. What a mess. What a mess. Okay. But this is going to be very interesting. And I think we're going to learn a lot from this. So let's actually spend some time on this one. So this is like the main classical Petrosian. I'm actually going to pull out my book here. We're going to start with this one. Fundamental chess openings. See what this says. And then I have some other King's Indian books. Okay. Okay. So the point of the Petrosian system, where they play d5 right here, as compared to when they castle, because this is the other move you could play here. White could also just castle. The point is of a strategic nature and becomes apparent if black carries out his f4 or f5 plan straight away, because white has not yet committed his king to the king side. And that's actually exactly what we saw happen in the game. I tried to play f5 right away, and white was like, yeah, you can do that, but my king's not even over there, so they could play this g4 move, right? So that is exactly what we saw. So let's see what the main move is here. So yeah, okay, he does list a5 as black's main move. He lists his bishop g5 line. In the FCO, it's bishop g5, h6, knight a6, knight d2, queen e8. Okay. Hold on. Let me see if my other book has anything about it. 1 second. No, it's not in this one. All right. So what we're going to have to do is go to the Explorer. Let's check the Explorer. I'm just going to show you guys. I'm looking at the Explorer here with the Master Games. Okay. So we're going to see most common moves, castles, bishop e3, and then d5. So d5 is the third option. And the most common move is a5, which is what I played. Okay. So yeah, bishop g5 is definitely the main line. Then h3, and then castles. Our opponent played, I guess, some sort of a sideline, bishop e3. And I am supposed to play knight g4 right away, I guess. Yes. Looks like knight g4 right away is the most common move here from black. Just attacking the bishop. Since they didn't put it on g5, I should just go attack it. And then I guess they'll go to g5. Then we play f6. They go back, and now we can continue bringing our knight, and knight d2. Now the knight goes on h6. So that's kind of interesting. We get some interesting positions here. Okay. But I didn't do that. I played knight a6, which is also a fine move. Knight d2. Knight d7 is the most common move played by masters, and Stockfish agrees. So I actually didn't do anything wrong yet. Okay. So g4. Yeah, it's the engine move. It is the top engine move for how to kind of slow down what I'm trying to do. Wow. So our opponent was very booked up on the King's Indian here. And I just went ahead and played it anyway, which, by the way, Stockfish says, yeah, you can actually do this. The other move is bringing the knight over here. Slightly better for black to do this. But f5 is actually a playable move. So we didn't do anything wrong there. Even though we did open up our king. And then you bring the knight. Yeah, so I mean, I was playing pretty well, actually. Okay, here Stockfish says, no, you need to take this right away. And the point is, if they go for the pin, you just block off the rook. And black is doing much better. So that was a mistake to play king h8. It's because it allows bishop g4, where they can trade off their bishop for my bishop, I guess. Wait, this is a blunder? Wait, what? What? Oh. Oh, opens myself up for a tactic. Yikes. Yikes. So when they play bishop g4, I can't take my pawn back now. Because of that crazy tactic that I just showed you. Look at that. Oh, man. And then they're going to take my rook. They're going to take my rook. And if I try to defend it, no, forget about it. I'm done. I'm still losing the rook. Wow. Okay. So I should have taken it right away. They didn't see it either, though. So we got away with it. And then, yeah, h6 was the best move. So really attacking along this diagonal was exactly what Stockfish wanted. Yep, we did exactly what we should have done. Okay. Remember I said I thought the best move was e4? It looks like it was not the best move. Let's see. Yeah, no. Now, the thing is, black's position is so good that you can get away with it, but not the best move. Knight d3 also was not the best move. The best move was knight to b4, bringing in the other. So I just thought they were going to just plant their knight here. Stockfish says you just take it. Oh, it's because the queen f2 thing. There's always queen f2. So they can't actually do that. Yeah, and if they can't block you, you're coming in with the other knight. What a crazy move. Okay, so I should have played knight b4. This was still good, and it did take me to the endgame that I was calculating, which, okay, should be winning, but it's not as totally crushing as knight b4 would have been. And then I think I played this relatively well until the time pressure started to mess up. Yeah, I mean, the eval is basically staying roughly the same. We're way ahead. And then, yeah, just time pressure, nerves kind of blundered a little bit here. Right here, I was expecting rook b8. So I was sort of like mentally prepared to play king c4, and then I just did it anyway. And yeah, that was bad. Apparently this is a draw. Oh, wow. Oh, this is one of those crazy endgames. This is one of those crazy endgames. King f3 is a draw. It's the only drawing move for white. That is crazy. The reason that they got into a losing position was because they played king f2. instead of king f3. And the only move for me to win, I did not play, is rook e4. Oh, it's because it has to do with cutting off the king. You have to cut off the king. And by going king f2, they allowed me to cut off the king enough, which I did not do. King f3, you can't cut off the king. That's it. That's the difference. Wow. So they messed up. I messed up. They came in. It should be a draw. It should be a draw. They were offering me a draw here. And then they messed up. Oh, you know what it is, guys? They allowed me one winning idea, which I did play in the game, bringing my rook down and over. If they keep the king here, controlling these squares where I can't force the rook away, all they have to do is move their rook back and forth, and it's just a draw. That's it. There's nothing I can do. Wow. I think what I would have eventually tried would be come over here and check. And this. But this is still a draw because their king gets close enough and my king can't get out. And if I do this, then they check from behind. Wow. Rook endings are so crazy. So they messed up by allowing me here to come down behind, flush the rook out, and now I have a winning position. Wow. Okay, so we learned a bunch of things from that game. Okay, man. 2600. Here we come. We're on our way. We're on our way. Playing against a 2200. Okay, let's not lose this. We will lose a lot of points if we lose this. Plays the move d6. Well, okay. I'm just gonna go here. Probably gonna get 3 pawns. I like 3 pawns. Well, that's a bit of a weird move. I guess we just go here. Are they really going to give up their bishop? That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Well, I'll be happy to take that bishop off your hands. Okay, I think I like that. Let's just develop and castle queenside. If they castle here, we're going to be attacking this king. I can't believe they're going to castle there, though. That just looks insane to me. But I'm getting ready to castle. I might play g4 anyway, regardless of if they castle, because it's just a great way to shove this knight back. The problem with e5 is you give them this d5 square, right? And the knight's going to just be happy to jump there. Oh, my. I don't believe my eyes. I don't believe my eyes. I think I will castle, but I'm going to just go ahead and start the pawn push. Then I'll probably castle. This guy is not scared of anything. Yeah, he's going to start an attack over here, but I mean, I haven't even castled yet. I might, but let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Of course, the knight's going to go back somewhere. I think I'm just going to play h4, h5. Now, the question is, do we pause to develop the bishop? Do we castle? do we just leave the king? Okay, well, he's going to force the issue. Let's bring the knight this way because we can use it on the king side. I mean, I could castle, but I don't have to. I'm going to get the knight here. Or maybe I'm going to play f5 and get the knight here. That's another option. But knight g3 looks pretty good. We almost have a nice thing here with e5. This doesn't actually do anything. I could play f5 though, because then if you take, you have to pause to deal with your rook. And I can keep attacking. The thing about f5 is what am I trying to achieve? f5 takes, knight takes. There's that, but my queen. I can also bring the bishop here. Bring this bishop here. I think I like f5. Although, hold on. There's going to be the e5 square. We got to be a little careful. c3 is nice because we keep our big center, but then where's my king going? I can also just castle. And then the rook is involved nicely. The king can tuck over on b1. Alternatively, we could push by to keep things locked up. And if this trade happens, we keep attacking. So here's the thing, guys. When someone is attacking you on one flank and you're attacking on the other flank, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do this plan, I think. You don't want them to have a lot of a strong attack on the other side. And so a lot of times if you can close the position in that area of the board, it gives you time to continue your attack on the other side. So that's the logic behind this move, trying to keep things closed off rather than just opening it all up so that the black pieces can come through and attack me whether I castled or not. So that's my logic. So I'm trying to pay close attention to like which squares could the knights jump into. And I'm noticing if you take here, the knight can't make use of that square easily. Knights don't move that way. So there's not a lot of good squares for this knight to go to. Even if you go, let's just say here, like, okay, what are you even doing? Okay, now I think I might castle because this could be very dangerous very fast. So let's get away from that. Okay, now I have two options. Option one, I play knight g3 and ignore this. Play bishop d3. Check, move my king, let him take that, and just say, I'm fine, actually, but I don't know if I am fine. I don't think I want to do that. I think I'm going to go here. I think I'm going to go here. I might put the knight on c1 as a defender and then play bishop d3, and then I think we can keep attacking. Yeah, bishop d3. If we get the bishop on d3, that's a really nice square. If they play c4, though, it's going to open up other opportunities as well. Knight d4, bishop d4. My default move is knight c1, followed by bishop d3. If they push this, I think we go knight d4. Okay. Yeah, so knight c1 probably is good. Although then c4, it's interesting. Could also just play h5, getting ready to just bust everything open. They do have, they have knight c4 though. I don't want to let them have knight c4. Okay, I'm going to put the knight here for two reasons. Number one, the bishop now stops knight c4. They do have knight a4, but that doesn't seem as annoying. It also allows me, by not putting the knight there, I can actually put the bishop there if I need to control these dark squares, which I think I might do. I might need to do. And the knight here has the potential to really play a role in this attack. So let's see if we can make this happen. Bishop d3, knight f5, knight h5, f5, h5. All of these are the moves I want to play. Uh-huh. We're going to start by bringing in the knight. I'm going to start by bringing in the knight. I'm expecting bishop f8. They don't have to. They could do other things like b3, I guess. But b3, I think we just take, and play a3. And then what are they going to do? I don't know. c3. Man, I mean, I'm tempted to play b3. I'm tempted to just ignore it and play bishop d4. I'm tempted to play knight h6 or knight g7. Okay. I don't see what they're going to do to get through. There's like one threat that I see, and I can play bishop c1 very easily. So sometimes it's worth it to slow down and stop your opponent's attacks. And I think that's what I'm going to do here. Now, if this pawn was off the board, obviously we would lose immediately. But they don't have an easy way to get a rook here. So they want to sack, but I'm not going to let them do that. I'm going to go here. And yeah, without a rook getting here, which is going to take, I mean, one, two, three, four, five. Like, it's going to take like 5 or 6 moves. But then even if you got it there, we're just like, I don't know. I don't see how they're going to do it. So I think we're fine. Now it's a question of, can I attack over here? Which I definitely should be able to do. Plays g6. Okay, so if I can get my queen there, that's one way. The other way is to play here and open up this. I mean, we have a plan. It's a bit slow. This is a bit faster. So do I do that or do I do something else? So we're setting it up. We're setting up queen d4. I really want to play h5 and trade this too. Okay, he doesn't see it. He doesn't see it. I guess we just win. They would have played queen c5. It would have been a much more interesting game because queen c5 would have stopped this idea. Queen c5, I was going to play h5 and take, and yeah, I mean, eventually I'm still going to get to the king, but they would have had a little bit more time. Now I think probably have to play king f8 and hope for the best, but doesn't look like it's going to end well. King f8 check here. Check. Check. That's winning. If you go back there, check. So check there, check there. Check. I think it's winning, right? There's also like some bishop h3 move, but probably don't need to do it if you can just force the issue. The king has to stay guarding. You can't go there. Here allows this one. And you're going to end up losing a rook. And black still has no way to get to my king because they've locked everything up. And there's 97, but we just take the rook. I don't think knight b3 does anything. I just take it, right? Okay. So we're up a rook. I guess let's go trade some more pieces. So I can bring the rook over and down. Even if he gets this pawn here, it doesn't do anything. So I have like nothing to worry about. I have nothing at all to worry about. Yeah, like this happens, let's just say. Queen can't do anything. Queen can't do anything. Doesn't do anything. Now we're ready to sacrifice and win the game. Can't stop the pawn. Easy. Easy win. Okay, interesting game. Really interesting game. Let's take a look. I guess I say that about every game. Every game is just an interesting game, isn't it? Okay, 91, 78. Let's take a look. Wow, Stockfish wants me to play the move Queen D2 or Queen D3. And I guess the idea is it wants to trap the bishop. Yeah, that's really funny. Look at that. Wow. Actually lost some advantage by playing knight f3. That's really funny. Yeah, so Stockfish likes my idea of d5 here. It likes it, keeping it closed as much as possible. Castling is okay. King b1 is good. H3 is fine. And f5 is fine. Okay. Okay, so here it wanted me to actually... I was really thinking about playing this move, guys, but I didn't see the follow-up. I thought to myself, okay, I can play bishop d4 check. He's going to move his king. And then I was like, what do I do? The move is queen h5. I'm still not exactly... The point is there's just no stopping checkmate, and this doesn't do anything for black. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't follow through with it. I literally was looking at that, and then I think I was just getting scared that like somehow I'm missing some obvious, you know, like checkmate idea with the queen and knight and pawn or something. I don't know. But yeah, I was literally thinking of knight takes g7. Okay, that being said, b3 was not a bad move. Because once we get the bishop on c1 like this, there's not much for black to do here. Yeah, queen c5. Okay, it's still going to be good for me because I can do this. And let's just say I trade, and I'm going to play f5 at some point, and I'm going to get to the king. But would have been a more interesting game. Knight c5 just blunders this one. And then, of course, we come in. We do check. It wanted me to actually take the rook and go bishop h3. Okay, and then this rook comes over. All right. Yeah, cool. Cool. Ooh, 2,500. All right, let's go. Let's go. Get some points here. Okay, I'm going to play this is called the Gledhill attack. I just looked at it the other day. You actually go crazy here. You go knight b5, and there's this really interesting idea of jumping your knight here, and you don't even take it back right away. You take this pawn first. And so you kind of mess up black's king. Yeah. He does this. Let's go knight f3. We can't do it yet. We have to wait for the right moment. We have to wait for the right moment. Which might be soon. Let's see if he plays a6. I don't think this is a very... Okay, I think now's the moment. Wait, is it? Hold on. If I go there, takes. If bishop... Yeah, I think now's the moment, guys. Let's go. Wait, did he blunder this? Or is this a line? Is this an actual line? Oh, queen f6. Okay, maybe I messed up. Because I thought they weren't supposed to be able to take on e5. I might have messed up. Well, at this point, I guess I don't have any options, do I? If I play bishop h6, he just takes here, and I lose. Yeah, at this point I don't have any options. Okay, I might have messed up. Well, let's make the best of it. Let's make the best of this weird position. 3, 6, 7. Yeah, we're only actually down a pawn. We're only down a pawn. So if we get this pawn, it's not the end of the world. The thing is, I don't think I can easily get that pawn. If I go back, he's going to play knight c6. If I go bishop g5, the knight's coming into e4. Yeah, that's a bit annoying. How do we attack this pawn? Okay, I don't know. Let's go here. I want to try to castle. I'm gonna have to look at this line and see if I forgot. Maybe I was supposed to take on d4 actually. Let's go back. Let's go back here. I mean, I think this is still a playable position though. I think this is not as awful as I think it is. The only thing that I remember is that you're not supposed to go here if they're able to take on e5 with their bishop. And I think that's what we let them do. So somehow I must have messed it up. Okay, knight c6. Option 1, we take it. We play f3 to get rid of the knight. Then we try to attack and we... Actually, we have a fork. We have a fork. We have bishops against the knight and the bishop? Okay. Okay. Let's do it, my friend. Let's do it. This can't be bad for me. This can't be bad. I have beautiful pawns. I have the bishop pair. This is everything you could dream for, isn't it? I've got my king castled. I've got, yeah, I mean, look at these beautiful pawns everywhere. Meanwhile, black's got isolated pawns all over the board. Let's call it a success. Let's call it an opening success. Now, can we win the game? I really want to go here and play c4 with the idea of c5. Does it work? Does it actually work? Maybe not. If we play c4 right away, the knight's just going to take me. I mean, okay, we could sacrifice it. Or activity. Ooh. We could sacrifice it for activity. That's exactly what we could do. I'm very tempted to do that. I am very tempted to do that. It's a little bit risky. It's a little bit risky. Hmm. Maybe I should hold off just a second. Maybe I should slow my roll just a little bit here. Let's play g4. But I have some ideas floating around in my mind, guys. Like this is one target I'm keeping an eye on here. This is undefended pieces. He pushes. He pushes. The thing about taking it is then my pawns are all messed up, but I do get a nice pawn over here. I get a really nice pawn over there. Man, that's so tempting. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it. So tempting though. Let's play h3. Let's just play h3. I mean, the way I'm thinking about this is if I don't do anything silly, I should have a good position, right? I have a better position, so I don't need to do anything fancy right now. Just play good moves. Even if he trades off one pawn, I'm still going to have the passed pawn here. He goes king d7. What a move. What a move. All right. Let's go here. We'll create a bit of a threat to play g5. Which is a very annoying move, I think. So I think he's going to take it now, but then I don't know. Then Harry's ready to go. Harry is ready to go. Of course, I could take this way and just invade with my rook. That's another option too. This one gives up e4, which I don't like. I don't like that. But it might be fine. Yeah, which way do I take, actually? That's... How valuable is that square, you know? Past h-pawn? Okay, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All right, let's go back here. We'll just poke at the pawn. We'll just poke at the pawn. He defends it. Okay. Yeah, do we do it? Do we sacrifice to just go win the game? Or do I even have to sacrifice? Do I just take it? Do I just take it and push it? I won't have a rook behind it, but who cares? Okay, a rook behind is good. Man. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. I don't want to be a fly in a tar bucket. I got to make a decision. Basically, I'm going to give up a pawn so that I can push this guy all the way down the board. We have the bishop supporting it. We have the rook supporting it. We have the other bishop to support it. We have the rook to support. Like, we have everybody in position to make sure this guy is a hero. I don't even have to take this. I could just push right away. He doesn't want to give it to me. Isn't that interesting? All right, let's take the pawn. Let's take the pawn. Let's go here. I'm setting up this one. I'm setting up a fork. I don't know if it's a good fork, but it's a fork. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to try to make this work. We got 2 pawns to work with. If we lose one, we got another one. Fill it. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. We got bishop d2. We got h6, h7. Somehow, some way. We got rook g1. Look at black's pieces. They look so awkward. Looks so awkward. That bishop's not doing anything. That bishop's not doing anything. He might sack it here. Nope. Okay. He wants to go here. Win some pawns. I'll just stop it. Also, I can double up anywhere that I want here. There's a pawn, but I don't think I care about it. Question is, do I leave this setup like this or do I push it? That is the big question, you know? I think I would like to get it to h7, honestly. I think I would. Let's get the rooks in position to assist, and then maybe we push. Maybe we push. All right, let's go. Let's go, Harry. Now's your moment. Now is your moment to shine. What is that? What is that? Rook g7, bishop h6. He wants to sack, I guess. He wants to sack. Okay. Should I take this pawn while I'm at it? Let's take that pawn while I'm at it. Okay, I think that's a blunder. Let me just check it. Let me just check it. Check. King takes. Thank you very much. Let's go. Let's go. I was waiting for that one. I was waiting for that one. Bam. Can't take my bishop because of rook g8. Yeah, so you have to do that, which means I get to do something cool. I get to do something cool. So check. King goes there. Check. Yeah, that wins. Oh, he's got bishop e8. I didn't see that. I didn't see that. Okay, hold up. Am I still winning? I should still be winning, right? I also have this pawn if I need it. If I need it. I will need it. I will need it. Let's go. You can take that if you want. You can take it. I don't want it. I want a queen. I just want a queen. That's all I care about. Is a queen and a checkmate. Good game, my friend. Good game. That's it. That's it. Let's go. Let's go. Glad he'll attack for the win. Oh my. That's pretty clean. That's pretty clean. In the right direction. I like that. We had some issues with the opening. It's okay. We'll sort it out. We'll sort it out one day. Had the brilliant move. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. So the only thing that I really know about this move is that it's not very good, but it's kind of tricky and it's not played much at all. And everybody for black plays c5. And then let's see, they did the right move here. Let me check the database. Yeah, knight f3. Okay. Ah, okay. So I did mess up. I did mess up. Most people play knight c6. So they attack this again. And then we go bishop f4, defending it again and still kind of setting this move up. And now if they go a6, we take here. I guess the idea is just take here regardless. Because even in the game, what I was supposed to do is just take here. And then I don't know what they're going to play. If they do something like this, you can just take it. And the game goes on. White's actually doing okay. I messed up by going here because they played an okay move. That's actually not the best move. The best move is bishop b4 check. And on c3, they take it. And even though I get to take this with check, they play knight f8. And we get some wild, crazy stuff happening here. Bishop d2. They get this rook. I go bishop d3. I guess I'm still attacking, but black is somehow up a piece. Although, to be honest with you, I don't think I would mind playing this position with white. This looks quite fun, actually. So, I don't know. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Okay. Wow. So, very interesting opening. I think I'll play it a few more times because I don't know what else to play against the French right now anyway. But, okay, I did mess it up a little bit. Okay, so back to the game. They took here. We take. Yeah, and we had to play this position. It's better for black. But somehow we outplayed him. f3. Bishop there. We got the pawn back. So this is just equal. This is totally equal. They needed to play a5, though. And I guess get rid of this bad bishop right away. They did not do that. And yeah, g4 was the best move. Wow, look at that. Okay, I was really wanting to play this move, c4. Let me see. How bad was it? I was really wanting to do this and then somehow plant my bishop in here. Because, like, for example, that's checkmate. Okay? That's very dangerous. So, but the thing is, they could just go bishop d7. At least that's what I thought they could do. Yeah, it's still pretty good for me, though. I played g4, g5, and it's actually pretty good for me. So, would have been interesting, but g4 was the best move. Okay, great. Yeah, Stockfish says just take the pawn. Just take it. That's what we ended up doing eventually. It just took me a while to get there. Okay. Let's see. Where did they mess up? Yep. They just missed bishop e8. That was the tricky move that cost them. Yep. If they don't fall for that, they play, let's say, c5. I'm still doing fine, but it's not going to be as easy. But that was the huge mistake. We jump in, we come over. That was the brilliant move. Okay. Basically, all of this was just a big trade. I lose a bishop and a rook. I lose a bishop, a rook, and a pawn, but I get a bishop, a rook, and a pawn, right? So it's just an even trade. But when you're winning a rook against a knight and you have this pawn, like a trade is a good thing. So now it's just a, push the pawn and win. Nice. Nice. We haven't lost, have we? Did we lose a game? No, right? Yeah. 5 wins in a row. Let's go. Let's keep going. Let's keep it going. 5 wins in a row. For a Bong Cloud, if your next opponent is less than 2,300. Nope. Can't do that. Can't do Bong Cloud. I'm sorry. And they're not less than 20. Play F4. Well, what do we do against F4? You got to play the Fromm's Gambit, right? You have to. You have to do it. Let's develop the pieces. Develop the pieces quickly. The thing about the Fromm's Gambit is you have the weaknesses here. You have the open files. And you have the quick development. You get a lot of things for one pawn. Especially in a 10-minute game. This is not a classical game. In a classical, I mean, I'd probably still play it in a classical game, to be honest with you. I think I absolutely would. If I go bishop g4, bishop e2, takes, check, doesn't work, right? No. So let's just keep it nice and simple. Get the pieces out there. Castle queenside. Let's just scan for tactics. Scan for possible moves and ideas. Let's go here, lining up on this. I would like to castle quickly. Okay, there it is. We've got all the pieces. Yeah, he's going to try to get my bishop, but is it really worth it? That's an awful lot of moves to get one piece. I have a crazy, absurd idea. I don't know if I'm going to do it, though. I think it's too much. I think it's too much. Could also go check, drop back, b4, drop back, but that gives him an awful lot of free moves. I don't think we want to do that. Yeah, let's just do this. Let's just do this. Get all the pieces involved. He's way behind in development because he spent all this time. There must be something that opens up for us. Guys, give me 1 second. I'm going to go blow my nose. I'll be right back. All right, I apologize about that. Okay, he doesn't even take the bishop. Interesting. All that work, you don't even want to take it. Huh. Okay. So, 95, 94. I like 95. Just target the weak pawn, you know? Now the rook can lift over here. Of course, the main target is the weak pawn, which I'm about to take. How's he going to stop that? How is he going to stop this? I don't see. 95. 95 is interesting. Takes. I get a queen, he gets a queen. I get a piece, he gets a piece. Am I dead? No, then I take it. My knight's still on d5. Yeah, so I don't think that's actually going to work for him. This one doesn't work. But the main just Okay, we're up on time too. It's a Christmas miracle. Okay. If he doesn't play 95, what's he going to play? Let's see. What else would you play? Maybe h3 to force the issue. But it's weakening move. If you did play h3, I could still take here. Check. That looks pretty good for me. I don't know. Position looks good. Brahms Gambit usually doesn't let me down. Oh, that's a strange looking move. That's a very strange move. What's happening if I just take it? He wants to play that endgame? Okay. I guess we just do it. Well, of course I could just go back and be totally fine. We have an equal position. The question though is, does this work? So we get a bishop and a pawn. If he steps in line, we win. So the only move is here. No, so you have to go back to f2. Okay. So the king's on f2, and then I take this. So I get a bishop and 2 pawns for my rook. Okay, he's going to move his rook. So he's going to go here. Interesting. I mean, I think I like it. I think I'd rather have the bishop and 2 pawns. So let's go. Let's go. There's actually one other way I could play it. Rook f6. Rook f6. Can he stop me from taking this pawn? King g3. Takes. Yes, he can. Okay, so I do think I need to take this one. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. So you have 2 pawns and a bishop for a rook, which according to material is equal, but I don't know. I kind of like the extra pawns. Okay, so he wants to trade. I think generally you do not want to trade. The reason is the rooks sometimes get in their way. If you trade, there's no rook to get in the way. So with that logic, Maybe we just attack a pawn. Maybe we just attack a pawn. B3, I'm probably going to drop back. Yeah, it's annoying if he gets the rook here. Okay, maybe I position my bishop here. This is interesting. This is very interesting, actually. Could also put my rook on E3. Okay, rook on E3 could be good because if you move the knight, oh, you can't move the knight. It's pinned. The knight is pinned. Okay, well does that change anything? He can't go to E1. Maybe I just keep attacking the pawns. How's he going to defend the pawns? Maybe that's what we do. This is such a strange position. But I don't see an easy way. I mean, he doesn't want to play rook B1. No way. B3, I go here. A4, I go here. Now what? What do you do now? The only thing I have to avoid is some sort of checkmate like this, right? But if I push this up, then my king is great. Yeah, I'm going to just do it. I'm just going to do it. Okay, now he's going to... Wonder why. Why did he decide to do it this way? Instead of having my rook be on B. That is a very strange decision. So option 1, I can go ahead and trade this. Option 2, I take the pawn. What's he going to play? If he tries to pin me, I just go to B4. I just go to B4. If he doubles up, B6. We run. Knight D4. Knight D4, I have to go knight B4. Oh, that's why he wanted. Takes, rook A1. He's going to take this. That is exactly what he wanted. So maybe it's time. Maybe we give up the bishop and we just say, look, I have so many pawns. What are you going to do? Takes. If he attack, I go here. This might be a bad move, but I'm trying to simplify the position. And hopefully my pawns become more valuable. But giving up the bishop could be a critical mistake. It'll be interesting to see what Stockfish says. It'll be really interesting to see what it says. But my logic is if I can get 3 pawns, a knight and 3 pawns should be enough. Oh, he's going to take with the king. And if I go here, he's got rook F2. Oh, no, I have check. I have check. Okay. Whew. I almost got scared. I have a check here, thankfully. Wait, no, king E2. I just lost the game. I threw it away. I threw the game away, guys. He's going to go rook F2 check. King E2 takes, and my knight is trapped. Why did I do that? He didn't see it. He didn't see it. Wait a minute. Did he blunder? Check. He has to defend. I take. Then I get another pawn. He totally blundered. He had to win. Oh, man. This graph is going to be wild. Yeah, this guy messed up big time. Okay, here we go. We go here. We take the rook. He's going to go back. We take the rook. Then we take the pawn. He's running out of pawns. That's the problem for white. As long as I get my knight out of there and keep some pawns alive, we should be in good shape. So I'm threatening this. Yeah, we're going to just get all these pawns. Just have to make sure my knight doesn't get trapped. It's the only thing. So here, does my knight get trapped? It does get... No, I have h5. h5 saves the day. h5 saves the day. The thing about knights is they are not long-range pieces. Right, guys? Ooh. Okay, if we take this one... Oh, he's got rook g2. That's what he wants to do. He's got rook g2. Oh, sneaky move. All right, we got to do this. We got to do this. Knights... My knight is going to have a hard time with this pawn, though. So this is not over. Even though I have so many pawns, this is not over by a long shot. This guy is going to be a big problem for me. So we got to be really careful about how we do this. Yeah, this is not easy at all, actually. Man. So we're going to use the tactics to try to hold on to this pawn, but I have to figure out how to stop this. That's the thing I'm concerned about. How do I stop that pawn? And at some point I'm going to have to push, but I'm concerned about this. Man, if I can get my king over here, we'll be in good shape, I think. Oh, this is wild. This is wild. Okay, let's go. Let's create a threat. Let's create a threat here. Because I can even make a long pawn chain if I have to. And defend this one, you know, with my knight or something, even if it's here. Right? Like my knight here could defend that pawn chain. Let's set it up. Let's set it up. Set up the pawn chain here. Keep everybody defended. Okay. Okay. Oh, why did I do that? I did not mean to move that. I don't know what I was thinking. I did not mean to move that. I was going to move something else. That's what you call a brain fart. Oh, man. That was a total blunder, guys. Like, I don't even know what I was thinking. Unbelievable, guys. It's going to be a draw now. I just threw this game away. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that. Now I'm actually losing. I'm actually losing now. I cannot believe this game, man. I like literally just grabbed the wrong piece and moved it for some reason. Like I don't even know. I didn't even think about playing that move. I just grabbed it and moved it. I had no intention of playing that move. I actually was never winning, which is interesting. I was never winning. Whoa. Well, that's surprising. That's really surprising. Okay. I guess that makes me feel a little better, but I still should have had an easy draw. Man, okay. So, okay, I was literally thinking to myself, I'm going to move my knight here to defend the pawns. And then I just did that. Like I don't even know. I have no idea why I did that. The move I wanted to play was this, and then I just grabbed the pawn. Like what? And then my brain just kind of died here at the end too. I could have just flagged him for the draw. And I spent, look at this. I spent 14 of my 24 seconds just to realize I can't save my pawn. Let's check the table base. Oh, this is a draw. Wow. I know sometimes it's a loss, but I guess this is not a position where it's a loss. If your king gets cut off a certain way, it is a loss, or if the knight gets trapped. Man. We lost to the birds opening. Are you kidding me? We had such a nice position too. Like right here. He actually played the best move. Wow. That's the best move. Such a weird move. Okay. Anyway. And then king f2. Yeah. Wow. Okay. That's pretty good by the opponent. Oh, didn't they have a win though? Right here? Yeah, they had a win here, right? Yeah, they did. They missed it. If they would have gone there, check king here, I'm just lost. Because if I trade, my knight is trapped. And if I... Well, is there anything else I could even play? Yeah, there's nothing else I could even play. Check here. Yeah, no, it's just over. Oh, no, I was going to play this move. I was going to play this move, but it doesn't actually help me. I'm still losing. You can play rook d1 and my knight is still... Wait, do I have this move? Is it trapped? Okay, so it's still a losing position because the rook's going to come down and take all my pawns, but I guess the knight could escape. Interesting. Man, I can't believe that we lost that game, guys. Come on. Come on. I mean, look at this. Look at this. I have so many pawns. I have so many pawns. The other thing that I was going to do that I should have done is I should have started pushing this right now. I should have played f5 because if he goes over here to start doing stuff, like now you have a lot to worry about, right? Now you have to worry about this and this. That's going to be hard in time pressure. I should not have lost that game. That was very disappointing. Man. Unbelievable, guys. Now I have to try to not be tilted. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy at all. Okay. Interesting. They're not good at bullet. Something to keep in mind. All right, let's go e3. Bishop f5. So I think we go here. They're gonna play knight d7. I think we go here. I'm pretty sure I looked at this. I'm pretty sure I looked at it. I think we take it. I think we take it. We attack it. And we try to win the pawn. He's going to defend it, and we just attack it. And we try to win the pawn, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because the question for black is, how do you defend this pawn? They decide to not defend the pawn. All right, let's take the pawn. Let's take the pawn. Am I missing something? Queen g6. Okay, but we have this move, yeah? I mean, they want me to move and take my pawn. And if I go here, they're going to take this pawn. But I should just be able to do this, no? Oh, bishop b4. Oh. Oh, hold up, hold up. If I just castle, if they take here, we take back. Fine. If they take here, we could go check. Take, and win a pawn. Let's do it. Let's do it. I can't believe that game messed up our win streak. Like I am so upset about that. Man, all right. What's this move? What is this? I think we should force the issue, no? I think we should force the issue. He's going to go here. Yep. All right, let's go here. Take away this square from the bishop, so we don't have to deal with that. Oh, okay, okay. So you want to do that. B4, B5. Let's go. Let's go. You know, interesting thing about knights versus bishops is that if you can keep the position kind of closed, the knights are pretty good. But I might be opening it up anyway just to get the black's king. We might have to do that. Maybe rook b1 first. Or let's see. If I go knight c5 and sack the pawn, what's my plan? I don't have a plan. Do I? I have a plan. b5 is a plan. It's a decent plan. Or we sack and then b5. Yeah, we want the rook to be in position. Maybe even here too. Let's get a rook on b1 first. Although that's kind of annoying to hit the rook. Okay, but I could leave it till I'm ready. All right, let's do it. Let's go rook b1, b5. Or, okay, b5 right away, depending on what black does, might be something to consider because this is pretty dangerous. Okay. I like our position. I think our position is pretty solid. What's the Knicks? Yeah, hey, I'm glad you're here. You keep saying our win streak. You're personally on a losing streak. No. My win streaks are your win streaks. You guys are watching. We're in this together. Whoa. Whoa. Well, first of all, I don't actually even have to take the bishop if I don't want to, but I kind of want to take it. So takes, queen g3. They're going to go here and checkmate me. So takes, queen f4, knight g3, still checkmate. So takes. Yeah. Wow. We can't take it. We cannot take the bishop. Look at that. What a move from the opponent. So the question is, where do I put my queen? I guess I got to go here. Wow. Out of nowhere. I mean, it's a cool move, but I don't actually know. Does it accomplish much for them? And now you have to ask the question, what if I take now? Because now if I take, they take, I have time potentially to move my rook and run like the three little pigs all the way home to here, I guess. Which means, is he going to go back? I mean, what's he going to do? And if he does go back, am I going to trade queens or am I going to try to checkmate this king? These are the questions. These are the questions that keep me up at night. I think I would trade. I mean, I'm still up a pawn, right? Yeah, I'm still up a pawn. He's missing a pawn here. So yeah, I have a cold. Yes, you're correct. We had to do a bunch of traveling when we went to the funeral, and I ended up getting sick. I don't sleep well when we travel, so and when I don't sleep well, like I get sick a lot. Not a lot, but like occasionally. And our kids were sick, and I wasn't sleeping very well, and here we are. Okay. So, wow. All right. Let's start with the obvious move. Well, what is the obvious move? Take the bishop? They take my knight. I don't actually win a piece, and I have to deal with the open H file. I don't like that at all. Option 2, move my knight. Then I'm going to get a piece. Okay, great. Bishop d6 trying to trap my queen. I have f4. I have f4. h4 trying to do something to my queen. I have queen e5. Bishop takes here. We have the checkaroo. We forced the trade. The bishop's hanging. We're going to do fine. Yeah, knight c5 should be. If they take for some reason and then go there, that's actually interesting. But we can always play queen h2. Although queen h2 is kind of an ugly move. But the bishop's got to move. It goes back. Then we move somewhere else. Okay, fine. Knight c5. Did I check everything? Did I dot all my T's and cross all my I's? I think so. F4, I said. Yeah. That's a nice move. This guy is pretty sharp, actually. He wants my queen to go back in the corner. That's exactly what he wants. Because if I go here, he's going to take this. Wow. What a sneaky guy. Now, there's an interesting thing I could do. I could take on e6, but what happens after that? I mean, the other option is I go here, it forces bishop back this way. But then my queen is trapped. Now, he does have a way into the game eventually, but so queen f2 takes. I take, if he takes me, then I take his bishop. Even that position, though, I actually don't like. I don't think I want to do that. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here. This is one of those situations where I think it's okay because I'm going to have time. Thankfully, we've sort of blockaded the position. So I'm going to have time to get the queen out eventually. It's going to take a while, but we're going to get it out one day. I think I'll plant a knight on e5 in the meantime. So, I mean, he's going to be trying to do some g5 stuff. So I have to kind of be ready for that. We could play b5 and still try to open things up. But without the queen, it's going to be hard to do anything, I feel like. Knight e5, if he ever takes, then the queen can go to f4. Yeah, here he goes. Here he goes. All right. We could play g3. Maybe I just played the simple g3. Then the queen comes into the game. Yeah, g3, g5. Knight e5. Take. I got to be careful. Rook g8, king h1. I don't like it. Why don't I like it, guys? Why don't I like it? I'm going to start with this move. And then I'm going to think. Because that might give me the option to play this move. Of course, he could just take it, though. I'm in a bad way. I'm in a bad way. Let's put a knight on e5 first. What if he just pushes here? No, he's not going to do it. He's going to open it up. Yeah, he's going to open it up. Okay, let's go b5. Let's try to put a little pressure on this king if we can. Just a little something. Is he actually going to go here? No, right? I can't believe he's going to do that. That would be funny, though. Let's throw in that move. Why not? Why not? I guess this way? Okay, so there's the capture. He wants to open it up. Which way do we take, though? Which way do we take? I need this knight to do something. I really need my knight to do something. Oh, that was a good move. What can my knight do? What can my knight do, guys? I'm trying to make the knight useful. Question is, am I going to have time? Am I going to have time? Nice thing about the knight on d4 is we got this covered. And we also have a threat, sort of. I can play rook b1. That's actually a decent threat. Yeah, the question, though, is do we survive if I play rook g1? If he takes, I take. We're fine. If the bishop ever goes there, I think we actually survive, right? I think we survive. Oh, we don't survive. We don't survive. I didn't see that one. Man, this guy is too good. He is too good. That is wild, guys. That is so wild. Uh-huh. Wow. Wow. I just felt like we got obliterated that game. Like, the moves that guy was playing, let's take a look. Man. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see. Hold on. Before I say anything, let's see. I mean, what did you guys think? Was that a normal game? So this is a bad move. And we do basically just win a pawn. Okay, great. So we're up a pawn. Okay. Okay. So bishop g4, best move. f5 is the best move. Bishop d6 is the best move. h4 is the best move. Queen h6 is good. Yep. Rook comes over. I mean, he played like every single best move, like for the entire middle game. Every single move. Every single move. I mean, maybe it's possible, but I'm not buying it. And then queen g7, queen d. No, there. I mean, I didn't think that those were that obvious. Bishop g4 was the first surprise, and then there was all these just little like pokes here. All right, let's do a little investigating. Let's see, because there's 1700 in bullet. I mean, they won this game with 99.2 accuracy. Yeah, I gotta do it. I gotta report it. We'll see if we get some points back. That just felt way too strong. Because like a lot of times these types of relatively locked up positions, it's a lot harder to find the best moves, right? I mean, it's one thing when there's a forced sequence of tactics or something, but these locked up positions, like, it's much more challenging. And this guy didn't miss a single one, like every single move, or like 20 moves in a row. It's incredible. Yeah, I don't feel too bad. I don't feel too bad about losing that one. Let's move on. Let's move on. Jordan Groff. I want to see what their FIDE rating is. Okay, so this one's this person's 2149 FIDE. Okay. Play knight f3. Oh, okay, we'll do the King's Indian, I guess, against this. I'm just gonna copy them. How does that sound? How does that sound? I'm just gonna copy them. Let's go knight c6, I guess. So, okay. What's the principle? Do you guys know the principle in chess? You should attack in which direction? Fill in the blank. Attack in the direction of what? Your pawn chain. I should attack this way. White should attack this way. So that's what they're trying to do. So I can try to slow it down, or I can just sort of let it happen. And the thing about this is I don't really slow it down. They're going to play a3 anyway. So I think I'm just going to let it happen. Now, I should be attacking this way. So, how do we do that? Well, we got to push these pawns. We're going to go knight h5 and f5. And this is like a typical King's Indian style game, right? Where black plays f5, white plays b4, b5. They're going to be, pushing this pawn, attacking over here. I'm going to be attacking over here. And, who's going to win? Whose attack is going to win? So, how about f4? Or do we just bring the knight back? Is it better to leave it here or better to bring it back? I mean, maybe there's no reason to bring it back right now, though it does control the square, which is nice. I think I want to play like h6 and g5. I want to get the pawns rolling here. I want to play g5, put this knight here, throw all these pawns forward. Yep, so here we go. White is doing their thing. Let's go g5. So this is pretty typical. We attack here, they attack here. I mean, this is going just as you would expect this game to go. Question is, who's going to win? So if I let them go here, and we have to push, we're going to have a problem with the bishop hitting the rook. So I probably should play rook b8 or something else. Yeah, let's play rook b8. So now if they do this, we can push by. If they do this, we have a couple of options. We can take and then push, or we can take and then push here. This way gives them the A file and not much more. This way doesn't give them the A file, but it gives them a target here on D6. So I guess it's a question of what do you... It also gives them the D5 square, which if a pawn was on C6, they wouldn't have. Yeah, I'd probably like to give them the A file, because I mean, even if you get a rook here, what are you going to do? You know? So go ahead, take the A file. Like, I don't really care. Now we have some time and we can focus on our attack over here. Let's go. By the way, for those of you inside of Chess Vibes Academy, we do have a live stream tomorrow for the 50 Tactics Bootcamp. Wow. Wow. This is so interesting what is happening here. Okay. So if I push, is he going to jump in? Is that what's about to happen here? All right. Well, we got to do it. We got to do it, I think. Otherwise, if they take and open up the bishop and the square, I don't think that's what we want. Now, normally, you do not want to give up this bishop for this knight. So if I stick to that principle, I would play the move queen e8, knight g6, try to get rid of the knight that way. However, I am noticing that if I take and reroute the knight to e6, a really good target here. Also, this is the target. So this is a tough decision here, guys. You know what? What if I do... okay, hold on. I also have to watch out for the knight here. Yeah, let's go queen e8. Let's go queen e8. Because queen e8 does a lot of things. It defends the knight. And it gives me the option to play knight g6. And if I want to just take and then play knight g6 and just hit that pawn straight away, it gives me that option. Now, the thing is, I don't even know if I would want to take it. Because then you open up this killer bishop. We don't want to do that. So maybe I'll just wait and play knight g6. Maybe that's the smart way. Can also put my bishop on e6 just so that there's support here if we want to ever fight for that. I would love for them to let me put this here and they go here, just so we can have like this pawn chain versus this pawn chain. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Okay, I want to play e3, but then the question is f4, right? So e3, f4. If I take, they take. Knight g6. So takes, takes. Knight g6 is threatening this. We could also take first and then go knight g6. Go ahead and trade that. Knight g6, if they go back, now then they lose the pawn. They can't do that. And if this happens, then my queen is coming in. Oh, that looks great. That looks great. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go get the king, guys. Come on. Come on. Okay, they're going to give me this one. That's an interesting decision. Because they're going to get this pawn. Okay. I think I see a cool tactic, actually. I think I see a cool tactic. Yep. D4, baby. Oh, it doesn't work. I thought I saw a cool tactic. It's defended. Man, that's the whole reason I did that. Because I wanted to play D4 and then 92. Oh boy. All right. Doesn't work. That is very unfortunate. Because now I am not in a good position. That's the whole point of why I just did what I did, guys. Oh man. Yeah, I think we're in trouble now. I think I'm in trouble now. All right, well, let's not give up so easily. Let's not give up so easily. We're going to open up our bishop. At least we get something out of this deal. Setting up some nastiness here. Multi-purpose move. We create the battery. We also blockade the pawn. I think we need to do a rook lift. I think we got to get a rook over here. Yes, indeed. Let's go ahead. I am, by the way, threatening checkmate. You guys see that? Boom, boom, boom. Checkmate. So that's a nice one. That's a real nice one. Yeah, I wonder if this was the correct thing to do because unfortunately this poor rook is not going to have an easy time. I guess I could play bishop d7, but oh, we didn't see it. He didn't see it. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. There's that King's Indian attack. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, man. Okay, 83, 89. Nice, nice, nice. So, yeah, I was doing great. Then I kind of messed up, and then he blundered the checkmate threat. What a game. What a game. Okay, so this was really a typical example of attacking in the direction of your pawn chains. He goes over here. I go over here. You know, like that's exactly what happened. And I kind of shut down his attack here, at least temporarily. It felt like. Okay, so Stockfish did say the best thing was to go ahead and give up the bishop and then immediately reroute the knight. Yeah, I was thinking of it. And I guess the point is, no, it actually wants me to go knight g6 first to attack this. Let's say white would have just sacrificed it and tried to get some play here. What's the move? Queen e7. Yeah, Stockfish isn't worried about it. He's not worried about it. And we're going to just attack with f4, I guess, when we're ready. Interesting. Anyway, Queen e8 was okay too. This was fine. That was my mistake. I needed to play queen back to d8. What? I don't understand. Wait, I was winning. If I just take this, I'm winning? What's the deal? f4. Oh. Oh, you chase the queen away. And then you just take on e5. You just take it. You just get a free pawn. And your bishop stays on the board and controls everything. So what did I do in the game? Oh, that's right. I blundered because I thought I had a fork. That's right. I blundered giving up the bishop because I was convinced I could go here and win a piece because of the fork. That's why. I forgot about this. Okay, that's why. Yeah, I was wondering why I gave it this bishop for no reason. I didn't give it up for no reason. I just miscalculated. So, yeah, if you would have noticed that, maybe I would have considered knight g2 and f4. Okay. So, miscalculation, but we still get a little bit of an attack. Stockfish doesn't like it. It wants me to get the bishop out first. And then the queen behind. Okay. I was just afraid that white was going to, like, sacrifice this pawn. This is a common idea. You sacrifice a pawn and then, you know, you just checkmate, for example. Obviously, I could just take that, but, like, some other move is what I was afraid of. Okay. Anyway. So, yeah, they just didn't see our sneaky threat. That's it. They would have played a better move. I was probably in trouble. Whoa. Got to work on those checkmate patterns, guys. You got to work on them. All right, let's go. Let's go. We got to get to 2,500. Come on. Come on. Wait, is this the person that I played? Is this the person that flagged me when I was winning? It is, right? Is it? Is this the person that we lost to? I think it is, right? But I was black in that game, right? Okay, we're going to play this line again. I hope they're not watching the stream. I hope they're not watching the stream. They might be watching the stream. Oh, man. Okay, play knight g8. What is knight g8? What is knight g8? Come on. Seriously? Knight to g8. I mean, if you have to play knight g8, your opening probably didn't go the way you wanted to. I'm going to play queen g4 anyway. I think it's still a useful move. Yeah, I did quit 10-minute chess, but then I wasn't getting any games, so I'm playing it for tonight. I'm not sure about the future. Ideally, I'd like to play longer games, but if I can't get paired, in a reasonable amount of time. Kind of defeats the purpose. So we'll see. We'll see. Because nobody wants to sit and watch me sit here for like 5 minutes between games, right? So I don't know. The nice thing about 10 minutes, I will say, for training purposes, is you do get more exposure to different openings because you play more games in the same amount of time, right? Oh, I might play like 4 or 5 games tops when it's 15-10. I'm probably going to get 8 or 10 games in with this. So I don't know. There's pros and cons. Yeah, so what we're going to do here, guys, is basically go for the same idea. And I'm not totally sure how this is going to work out, but it feels like with the knight back there, it's even worse for black than before because now this is actually traps the rook in those lines. You remember when the knight was sitting over here, the rook could move to f8? I mean, doesn't this just win the exchange? Of course he's sacrificing it, but so takes. We're gonna win the rook. You can't take here. So you could throw in a check. Okay. I just move. You can go there. Okay. I take your rook. I mean, this is an interesting position. I don't have to go for it. I can play knight f3. I can play... I could play bishop g5, but is that a good move? Oh, boy. What do we do, guys? What do we do? Like, I'm really tempted to just leave it and play knight f3. I'm tempted. Because I feel like black is going to get some decent... Okay, let's calculate. Takes, check. King goes here. Let's just say knight c6 takes king f8. No, actually, that's not going to work so well for black. Let's do it. Let's do it. We'll check the game afterwards if I made a mistake and should have. Oh, this was his idea, to give back the bishop here. Interesting. Huh. This is almost like the same position, isn't it? This is almost like the same game. The other guy's knight was over here, but it's going to be the same thing. That is wild. That is actually really wild. Dude. Okay. Wow. What do I do here? Bishop f4 is definitely a move. Takes, knight c6, bishop b5. We get our pawn back and we play that position, which, okay, that's probably fine, actually. Yeah, especially if they have to play f6 to save their rook. That's going to be really annoying. Okay, let's go bishop f4. This looks like a better version for us than the other game. That is so funny. That is so funny. He's going to play a knight out, but then we just pin it. We're going to trade the bishop for the knight. But then, I mean, I'm just going to knight f3, castle, whatever. Okay, bishop d7 is what's going to happen. Bishop d7, we trade it, we play knight f3, we castle. I mean, I think white's got to be better. White has to be better in this position. We saw in the last game, too, how hard it was for black to play that type of position. So we'll see if we can do it again. Similar type of ideas. Okay, we take this. We go... Let me not pre-move. I guess it's a safe pre-move. We go here. Yeah, I mean, if he ever takes, we're going to just take here. You got to play f6. He's going to get a big center, but our bishop's going to be really strong. Ah, he's trying to hold on to the The pawn, okay. That's actually maybe a smart idea or maybe not a smart idea. G4 is a simple one move threat. We're not going to do that. I think we want to go. We have to punish him for being so greedy. We have to punish him for being so greedy. Question is how? The question is how? Here. Hmm. There's got to be a way, right? There's got to be a way. All right, I'm using too much time. Man, it's crazy that I don't see an easy way to get my pawn back. That is crazy. All right. They offered me a draw. Why are they offering me a draw? I just blundered. I feel awkward accepting it. Okay. Thanks. Whoever I'm playing, if they're in the chat. Thanks. Oh my goodness. All right. Forgot the bishop was undefended. Okay, so knight g8, yeah, it's not a good move. It's just not a good move. Queen g4 also is not the best way, but it's an option. Best move is a3. You stop the pin, and if they play c5, you actually just take it, and then you go attack the pawn. Okay, interesting. So on this, yeah, knight b5 is an idea, and it's just not good, and it's because of bishop takes e5. Wow, this is the way for black. Yeah, they did everything right, and then they hold on to the pawn. Yeah, just one. I was gonna play queen d6. They're gonna go here, rook c8. Then I get my pawn back. That's how I get it back. Hmm. I mean, queen h5, I wanted to go bishop e5, bishop g5, keep the queens on the board. I just obviously forgot about this. Yeah, I really need to study the French, guys. I really need to study the French. Okay, they want a rematch. Should we play him again? Okay, we got to give him a rematch since they gave me the draw. You have to give him a rematch. Oh, and then he boarded it. Weird. Oh, they want to play the same opening again. I see. I see. Yeah, okay, we'll play it again. Okay. I'm curious what they are wanting to try. Oh, they just want to continue the game from the same spot. But I just analyzed it. Now I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to play a3. Okay, let me see if they have an idea, different idea. If they want to play a different move or something. Let's see. I'm very curious what's going on here. I wonder if they're in the chat. I don't see anyone saying they're in the chat. The other option is to just take here and play this position, I think. Since they have the bishop e5 thing, maybe we should just do that. And also, since I already analyzed that position, I kind of feel weird playing it. So let's do this line instead. Let's do this. It'll be a different type of position. Let's see what happens here. I don't know if they're in the chat or not. Okay, so I mean, okay, let's see. Knight f3 should be a good move. Can't really go wrong with that. Defends both of these things. Yeah, h5 actually is one of the ideas, I believe. I think that's a good idea. I actually think that is a very good idea. Let's go back. This is defended, of course, so we're okay there. Let's go back. So, okay, you could say, well, I gave black 2 free moves, but I guess the question is, does that really help black? I think it does. I think it's worth it, but it's also potentially a target. So, it opens up the rook, gives them more options. If the knight comes here, then you could recapture with the rook, which is nicer than taking with the pawn. But like I said, if they're not careful, they could just lose this pawn in some cases. So his profile says 2378 FIDE. Oh, for real? I wonder if that's legit. That's pretty good if that is legit. 2378 is no joke, FIDE. They're 2600 bullet. Okay. 2400 blitz. But it says 11 yes old. Not 11 years, 11 yes. So I don't know if we can trust that 2378 FIDE. Maybe. Maybe. They do seem pretty sharp. So it's possible. I'd believe it. Well, we've got them thinking now. Okay, they decided to take the knight. This is not an easy decision on how to take this. Maybe it should be, but for me, it's not. It's not an easy decision at all. Wow, there's value for the knight being there because we can throw this f pawn forward. Queen just looks pretty nice, but it's going to get chased away. It's going to get chased away. Let's take with the knight. Yeah, and I think we're going to go f4 here. To Well, of course, to defend the pawn, but also in the future, I want to push this up here and take this. Does he want to play bishop takes? C3 takes, queen takes. Yes, that's exactly what he wants to do. So we can play king d1. Might be a good move. We can play bishop d2, but then the king gets stuck in the middle and he gets to trade the bishops, which honestly, I don't know if that actually helps black that much. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. King d1, what? We keep the bishops on the board so we can use it as an attacking piece, maybe. He could even just go back for all I know. Huh. It was really interesting. Let's go here. I don't know. I feel like trading the bishops is good, but I could be totally wrong. Ah, g6. Okay, so that's his plan. Let me see. What if I go here and sack it? What if I go there and sack it? What if I go check and sack it here? Uh-huh. How do you like that, guys? King goes to d8. We get a whole bunch of pawns. We get 3 pawns for our knight. Really interesting stuff. Of course, we have to consider the check. We play c3. He takes. What is my move? Now that we win the queen, that's good for us. If he takes this way, oh, that might be a problem. Unless we have some crazy move. If we go here, okay, I think I want to do this, guys. I think I want to do this. So we take. Oh, I might have b4. No, I don't have that. Okay, I have to do c3. Then bishop takes. So we only get 1 pawn in that line. We only get 1 pawn. But is it too much? Is it too much? Check. c3 bishop takes. Getified growth. Hey, thank you. Appreciate the $10. I don't know what to do, guys. All right, let's go. We got to make a decision. Let's go. I think he's going to go check and take with the bishop. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but we're going to get an attack. The question is it worth a piece? I don't know. Probably not. But there's only one way to find out. Actually, there's 2 ways. You could look after the game, but I like to find out real time. So what's the point? Well, the point is the bishop can't take me because it's pinned. I am threatening the queen. If the pawn takes me, I'm going to take with check because the bishop is still pinned. And if you move here, I get my piece back. So you have to move here. And then I can take another pawn. So I actually get 1, 2, 3 pawns for the knight. The line that concerns me is queen a5 and then bishop b5. Now, then I can move my knight and the attack hopefully continues with e6 is what I'm counting on. Again, is it worth a piece? I don't know. That remains to be seen. Oh, I see. You guys are confused about the title. Yeah, I just meant it as Like I'm practicing for GM, not like I'm playing it to GM. I see the confusion. I see the confusion. It was not an intentional clickbait title. I just thought it made sense. I'm pretty sure he's going to go here and take with the bishop, but what else could he play? I mean, I guess he could go for the line where he gives me the 3 pawns. Otherwise, oh, he is going to go for that line. Okay, interesting. Oh, I should have considered taking this pawn too. But no, I think this was definitely the way because then you're going to be able to take that one. Otherwise, you're not. Ah, 97. Okay, I kind of missed that one. So let's think. Takes, queen f6. Ah, I missed this move. That's a good defensive resource, isn't it? So queen f6, the issue is what? He can just castle, right? No, he can't. Take his piece. Rook f8. Uh-huh. Check, c3, rook f8. Then I take there. Okay. Rook f8 takes. Okay. So he's going to play rook f8, I think. And then I'm going to trade. And then I'm going to take a pawn. Oh, he's going to give me the knight because he gets the bishop. Man, I didn't see that either. Ah. I'm just missing all this obvious stuff. Okay. I think we're in trouble. I don't know what to do. I do not know what to do. Try to activate the rook somehow. I don't know. My king's not even safe is the other thing. I thought I was going to get at least 3 pawns, which if you get 3 pawns, okay, then I think it's probably worth considering. But only getting 2 pawns like this is just not good enough. We'll try to activate the rook, hide the king. I don't know. We can't take it because the rook comes down here and checkmates us. Try not to drop another pawn here. Yeah, unfortunately, we can't help it. Hmm. Okay, but we can push this. Do we have any chance here? Do we have any chance at all? If I put a rook behind the pawn? Huh. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, that's a good move. That's actually a very annoying move. We still have 2 pawns for the night somehow, but it doesn't feel like we're going to hold on to this one for very long. Yeah, it's already going to be dropping off the board, isn't it? Question, I guess, is can we get this one? If he defends, I have G3, but the problem is I'm going to have to double my pawns to take it, which is very unfortunate. Also has that move. Now where to? Here? I'm way too slow. I am way too slow. It's just hard to play fast when you're in a losing position. You know what I'm saying? You guys understand that? It's hard to play fast when you're in a losing position. Some reason I thought I could take that. For some reason. I don't know if this is a draw or not, actually. I think it should be a draw, right? I think it should be a draw. Let's see. Let's see if that end game is a draw. Assuming we had more time. No, it was not a draw. Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. It was. Okay. So, I mean, but they didn't play the ending very good. I mean, of course, they should be easily winning this if they don't mess it up. They played this ending very badly. To even give me a drawn position, right? Yeah, it's a draw. It is a draw. How about that? All right, guys. Well, we had a good start. Then I got tilted with the loss. Oh, it was against that same person. It was against the same person, yeah. You can just see the difference, right? Like we're on a win streak, everything is good, and then bam, we get tilted and we just fall apart. Although, to be fair, this game, I don't think this was a legitimate opponent. I do not think this was a legitimate one. Like from around this moment, this is move 14. Yeah, they played the top engine move like yeah, basically 20 moves in a row. That's hard to do in a 10-minute game. Let me see. Actually, let me see. What was the time usage like? They spent a bunch of time on that. Oh, it was such a sneaky move. Queen G7. Anyway, guys, I'm going to call it a night. I'm sick and tired, and I think we still gained some points, though, right? We started at like 24, 40 something? So it was a good stream. It was a good stream. See you guys next time. Chess Vibes Academy members, see you tomorrow. And everybody else, Wednesday. All right. Take it easy, guys.